The following clip is from my sit-down with a very knowledgeable, die-hard Leafs fan. We talk everything Habs and Leafs, including all the recent transactions for both teams, and we butt heads on a few different topics, including who now has the better team, how a playoff series would play out, and who has the better general manager. This video is sponsored by High Button Sports, and if you want to see the full sit-down, check for the link down in the description. What are your thoughts on the Habs Dcore?
I honestly truly believe if Montreal makes the playoffs this year, it has to be because of the defense.
Right.
Just strictly because before... It's funny because we think of Montreal last year almost as two different teams. The teams before COVID and then the team during... You know what I mean? Their defense was brutal at times. Like the match, just brutal. Yeah. Just brutal. So at the end of the day, you have a lot of young forwards that are going to still make mistakes. So you have Carey Price. We know what Carey Price is going to do. So if this D-core can hold its own... Now... Speed, I don't know if that's going to be a question
for the Habs
for the defense core at the D-core, and I don't know if that's why.
That's why I don't think we should be getting rid of Victor Mete. Jeff Petrie is our fastest skater. He's like literally outside of Mete is the only puck moving defenseman we have.
The problem with Mete
so you have to have Mete
comes because Victor Mete can go to contract and argue the case that hey, like look what I've played for you guys. Like I'm a top 4 guy, and like I deserve that money. Where Bergman and fans like, well, are you really a top 4 on our team? I think he's the perfect trade candidate at some point this year. So, but Romanov's going to be a huge because I mean, if he can skate and he can run a power play. We've seen that in the World Juniors. That translates to the NHL, and he can hit. He's a for America they're calling him in the World Juniors, but they're calling him something. Yeah. Just like the way he plays, it's hilarious. It's fun. Yeah. So I think their defense is going to dictate if they make the playoffs this year.
Right.
Because I think they will definitely be in the hunt for the whole year. I can't envision them having 2 10-game losing streaks again this year.
No, not a chance.
So those are going to be the guys, and if they can chip in a little bit offensively to help the Montreal forwards, that's a huge bonus. But I think as a Habs fan, for Habs fans, I think that would be the thing that I'm going to be focused on most this year. Because if they can give you good defense and be a solid defensive hockey team, they will score enough goals too.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of keeping the puck out.
We should actually be able to not be losing so many one-goal games.
Not hemming your own zone, getting up 40-something shots. Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, the effect that D could have on Carey Price. Carey Price, I still believe he is one of, if not the best goalie in the league. Best goalie in the world. The only goalie right now who has an argument against him is Andrei Vasilevsky.
But
fair. Overall, every facet of goaltending, even the ones that some goalies have, you know, don't even utilize, he is good at. Like every absolute, there's no other way he could be better in that position. If you think about the puck control behind the net, his unbelievably accurate passes, the rebound control where he's deflecting pucks into the corners.
The respect he commands, everything.
Yeah, and smothering pucks, and then the saves, and he makes them all look easy. He's always in position. And then when he has to make a desperation save, he does. And the desperation saves he makes are insane.
He's in players' heads.
Yeah.
I will make the bet if you had someone come down 10 times and they would score 2 on Carey Price, they say they do or 2 on or 4 or 1 at someone, if they're the same shots as Carey Price, they miss. Just because it's Carey Price nets.
Yeah.
He just has that mind.
And his stats have taken a dip because of how bad the Habs D-core has been, especially on that left side. And the bottom pair for some stretches too. And then with Weber out for the year and a half that he was out. So people, you know, have looked at Carey Price's numbers and gone, oh, he's, you know, declining or whatever. But especially this year, I think he really proved throughout the season. Outside of like November, he's kind of struggled. Yeah. But throughout the season, and then especially in the return to play, I think he just proved again to everyone that he's still the best goalie, at least one of the best goalies in the league.
Playoff goalie for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure.
And then Allen behind him, so the defense could really help him out too.
Yeah, I like what you said.
You know, defensively, St. Louis had a great defense too, and I really do look at the Montreal Canadiens defense right now as really strong, especially in terms of especially in terms of defending. So if you like this content, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications, and you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Scotian Canadian. Cheers, guys.